That's called Debunked.
Deubunked.
Yeah, okay, got it.
I'm gonna be waiting in the truck. There's a truck out here. You can find me on the map.
Cool.
I'll wait for you.
Alright, where are you? I'll find you.
Get in the truck.
Alright.
Alright, so...
Alright, well this is gonna be our thoughts on the quote-unquote pairing of Draco and Hermione from the Harry Potter universe. And where do you want to start from there? Because there's a lot we can discuss.
Just like the very, the fact, I can't wrap entitled to, you guys can ship whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. You can ship it if you want, I'm just, I want to, know why exactly, and then, but, the main reason, the main thing people say, in order to defend this is basically, they point to an interview that doesn't even exist, apparently Rowling admitting that, apparently Draco had secret feelings for Hermione, which is why he treated her like complete shit.
Okay, first, yes, I have seen this happen before. If a guy acts mean towards a girl or guy or whatever, means a suitor like them, yes. In some cases, that is true. But
it's a very...
ask you this. Has it ever gone to the point where, as a form of quote-unquote flirting, they wish death upon that person that they quote-unquote like, and call them the equivalent of the N-word?
Or whatever derogatory term that has come out through human history. Basically, every racial slur you can imagine, or every slur that you can imagine, basically used against Hispanics, white people, African Americans, every bad name you can think of. That is what the term mudblood is the equivalent of.
It's okay, and it actually literally translates into dirty blood. It's a very foul name for someone who's never born, someone with non-magic parents, someone like Hermione. Now, I don't really understand why you guys ship the equivalent of a Nazi, a neo-Nazi, a supporter of the dark arts, and who's completely on board with not only the attempted murder of the
Headmaster.
Of Albus, and oh lord, I can't right now. I just can't. You ship someone who is on board with genocide of a whole, I guess you could say,
group of people.
Group of some sort?
Not necessarily a species. They're all human, but with an entire group of people.
It's a very few group, and I mean, even Hagrid says there's not, there's more half-bloods and motherborns than there are purebloods now.
But still, it's still pretty much the equivalent of the Nazi Party. And Draco, he started out as a neo-Nazi because this is the way I see neo-Nazis. Neo-Nazis are pretty much Nazis. The only difference is that they weren't a part of the original Nazi Party. They weren't a part of the original group. That is the only difference. They still spew out the same delusional supremacist garbage. They still believe in one race being superior. Go ahead.
And they agree heavily with their ideologies on that. This world would be better if if these people weren't around.
Yep.
Not Prisoner of Azkaban, but Chamber of Secrets, when the message is written on the wall, he literally directly looks at Hermione and saying, you'll be next, my bloods. That is a threat. I don't care if you're 12 years old. I don't care how young you are. If you
age does not matter. Age is not an excuse.
It really doesn't matter. It doesn't.
The very fact that Draco was...
Go on. You are able to create conscious thought of these heinous thoughts, and the simple thought of wishing a death upon somebody, that is deliberate. Your parents do affect you, but not in the way he is portraying it. You can only say that you only can say that the parents affect you so much before it becomes conscious choice.
and Draco made his own choices. Okay, just ignoring the fact that Draco, like, just ignoring the fact, because I'm pretty sure Hermione, considering Hermione's forgiving nature, and she puts up with Ron's stupid ass, and she's able to forgive him for all the stupid bullshit he does. I'm pretty sure Hermione could actually forgive Draco for calling her the wizard equivalent of the N-word. But you know what she could not forgive? All the time she made her friends and loved ones lives a living hell. She would not be able to forgive that.
He literally took points away from her for being Muggle-born. What the heck? Seriously, it's something that she has no control over. You deduct points from her because of a petty grudge or something.
That's like cops, like basically racial, like that seems like not necessarily racial profiling, but like it seems like complete bullshit. It's like people are pulled over a lot by cops and whatever, and they're targeted more by cops simply because of what they are. That is what this is pretty much. That is pretty much what this is.
You're not wrong here.
And yet you people, like, you ship them because what? Because Emma Watson and Tom Felton are hot? I'm not going to deny that Tom Felton's hot, I'm not going to deny the fact that Tom Felton is a really good-looking guy. And he's probably a really great guy in real life. But Draco was not a good person. Draco was not.
Okay, first, I just want to point out is Thomas hasn't read The Cursed Child, but I
have no intention to.
What was it? 3 times or 5? I lost count.
You read like 3 times.
Okay, and I didn't read it all this time because I liked it. I wanted to get every ounce of information out of it so I can later destroy it later. Well,
yes, which we did.
No, but still. But I would like to mention that this may be a reason why they ship him, because in one of the meetings, I believe, at the Ministry, Draco is actually willingly taking orders from her, being bossed around by her, and he says, I kind of like it.
So he's got a kink.
I guess so. So are you saying that all the crappy... I don't understand this. For some reason, they're on speaking terms on a first-name basis. I don't understand that. I mean, in the book, he was literally begging the Death Eaters in the Battle of Hogwarts that he was on their side. I think he stood out of protection because he was too afraid to one, get any blood on his hands. Also, he's a coward.
Yep. Draco is nothing but a coward. And yet, disregarding the fact that Hermione would acknowledging the fact that Hermione would most likely be able to forgive Draco for calling her that word continuously. She would not be able to forgive this guy for basically ruining her friends' lives, or attempting to anyway. Nearly getting Hagrid fired simply because of what he was. Hermione would not be able to forgive that.
Also, attempting to execute a species, a hippogriff. And, just because he was scratched, and, Hagrid told him outright, you have to approach with caution. They are very proud creatures and will attack.
And yeah, in the book they pretty much show that Draco is like too much of he's an arrogant brat, and he actually wasn't paying attention at all. But still, that's no excuse. In the movie they actually do a pretty good job of like basically showing how bad the scratch actually was. It didn't even scratch Draco's skin; it scratched his robes. That was showing how much of a fucking drama queen Draco was at heart. And then also slandering Hermione, or slandering Hagrid in the Daily Prophet. Many times, basically.
Not once, many times.
Psychologically.
What, third year, fourth year too?
Goblet of Fire is pretty much where Rita Skeeter was introduced, and that was when Malfoy was shown to basically do that shit. But anyway, third year, example of another thing he did. He psychologically tried to torture Harry. What he did, like when he dressed up like a Dementor, he, Crabbe, and Goyle, and his other fucking little pathetic entourage. That would probably be considered psychological torture, I think.
He was using and he was intentionally using a person's worst fear to their advantage.
Yep, and you.
Are you guys trying to ship this intelligent,
beautiful,
very strong, independent woman
with one of the very guys who wished who wished literal death upon her? You guys want that? I know. Probably a lot of I'm not saying about this. I'm not saying this about all of you, and forgive me if I come off as a bit of a douchebag. But I'm pretty sure a majority of the Draco fans only like Draco because of the way Tom Felton portrayed him. Hell, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why the majority of people like Snape at all, is because Alan Rickman portrayed him in a light that didn't make him seem like a complete piece of shit. Hell, they played most of his moments off as comedic, like him torturing his students.
Okay, and also, when this is posted and it's all said and done, if you're going to try and defend this pairing, give actual evidence. Yeah, like actual legitimate evidence, and don't just say like Rowling confirmed it. She did not. That does not exist. I mean, it does not exist. Don't keep spewing out the same things over and over and over again without giving any other clarification on why you guys agree with this pairing. And then a bunch of like apparently people say that Draco, like, he didn't identify them at Malfoy Manor, so that apparently it shows that he likes Hermione. No, it doesn't. It shows that the fucking little shit didn't want to get blood on his hands. If the Death Eaters would have figured it out on their own, he would not have cared. Draco was too much of a coward to look at the person in the eye that he may cause harm. That's it. He's a coward. That can also be said for when he tried to poison Dumbledore, but ultimately went to Slughorn, Harry, and Ron. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to witness what was going on, so he chose another way. But actually, the first attempt. Sorry. Yeah. 2 ways, really. Mm-hmm. Before he, had to literally face Dumbledore in order to kill him. And he couldn't. He was willing to cause harm to other people if he wasn't physically there, because he couldn't handle the fact that he's the one that's causing all this damage. He's the one inflicting harm on someone else. He's a coward. He'll work through others as long as he doesn't have to do anything himself or witness it. That's the type of coward he is. Just like back to the Chamber of Secrets. I don't give a flying fuck about people saying he was raised like that. There comes a point, if you're able to agree with something that heinous at such a young age, there is seriously something fucking wrong with you. No kidding. There is no excuse. Have you guys ever heard the expression, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink? Because if you haven't, that pretty much says you can present people with ideals and basically philosophies and all that, but if they do not want to hear it, if they do not want to believe, they will not hear it or they will not believe. Mm-hmm. And he wholeheartedly agrees with everything his father, his whole family, everything the Death Eaters and Voldemort are doing, wholeheartedly. But when it comes time to act, he's a coward. Just like the rest of his. Why would you ship someone with like that with Hermione, who has shown time and time again that she will not only defend her friends and her family, but she literally erased, well, not really erased, but modified her parents' memories to make them believe that she didn't exist. To keep them safe. Right, to keep them safe, and the sole reason to protect Harry as well. Mm-hmm. And yet, people somehow they try to say that people that I've come across that actually ship this disgusting crap. My opinion, you can take that as you will, but please don't insult me. I'm not insulting. You guys can ship whatever you want, but I'm just gonna say exactly what I think about the ship, not the people that ship it, but the ship itself. People say, the majority of people that I've come across, they constantly say that apparently Draco was somehow. He was as intelligent as Hermione. Are you gonna drive? Mm-hmm. Okay. He was as intelligent as Hermione. Where in the actual fuck are you guys getting this information? There is absolutely nothing that hints at that. The only thing we have to hint at Draco's intelligence is Lucius bitching at him, and we can't go through there. Is Lucius bitching at him in second year about
about like the fact that he was bested by the quote-unquote mudblood. That is it. You are given absolutely no hint of what. I'm serious, man. Every time, every time I go up to this, basically, I see this, I constantly say that there's absolutely nothing to support that. There is nothing to support that. The only time we have a hint of what Draco's grades are actually like is when Lucius is bitching at him in the fucking dark magic bookstore. That's it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
He's not even. He doesn't even mention his grades. He's just bitching at him about the fact that he was bested by Hermione. He doesn't say you got you weren't second in her class behind her or whatever. He just simply points out there's like, oh dude, you fucking suck for being bested by that Muggleborn. He makes absolutely no mention. Oh shit.
Shit.
We're fine.
All right, never mind.
But yeah, oh god, we're on fire! The truck's on fire!
Never mind.
Oh god!
Okay,
right.
go on.
Yeah, but I can't even wrap my mind around this. I can't. I really can't. There's not much I can say against it. I mean, other than what we've already said, because there's absolutely no realm of reality where this seems okay.
Oh god. Run!
What? Fire? Oh shit, fire!
Alright, you coming?
I'm coming.
Alright. Let's just check from here. Okay. Let's continue. If there's anything else we can really say. Well, the thing is, okay. Ron is one of Hermione's best friends, right?
Oh, we're not gonna... Okay, go on.
No. Okay. He literally mocks at every single chance that he gets on the Weasley's poor financial situation.
Yeah, Malfoy does.
So he not only insults the, I guess, minorities, I guess, I'm not really sure what to use for that, but also those who are not as
financially stable as him. And
that
again,
is petty. That's honestly very petty. It really is.
Yep.
Reacting the way you are, in flaunting out your own wealth and your reputation, I guess. I don't know.
The Malfoys were nothing but a bunch of snakes. That's it. They weren't anything special. If they did have anything, it was simply because they
I don't like driving anyway.
get in the car.
Out.
It was simply because they weaseled their way into other people's good graces. That's it. But back to Draco,
no, hold on. Actually, this can go along with it. So, you want Draco to be the father, well, not father-in-law, but the son-in-law of... I can't even say it anymore. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I'm not gonna drive anymore. So if you want Malfoy to be the son-in-law of people that he actually despises, wholeheartedly, why do you want that? That just going to not only will provide marriage problems and be completely unstable relationship. So why? Give us one good reason to take in the Hermione pairing into consideration.
And not that cliche bullshit of Hermione could change him. She wouldn't even fucking try. She wouldn't even...
She'd probably see him as far too gone.
She would either see him as far too gone, or I'm not doing that. But she would not even attempt. She wouldn't even attempt to.
I don't think he would either. I don't think she would either. That's just me though. But I'm kind of running out of things to say. Do you have anything else to say?
Also, well, I mean, let me think. Oh yeah. During Goblet of Fire, when they're at the Quidditch World Cup, these people try to say, like, these people, other Hermione fans, not you guys specifically, but a bunch of people like you that ship this, say that apparently Draco told them to hide Hermione. He wasn't doing it out of noble intent. He was taunting them, like basically saying, like, hey, try to hide her. No matter what you do, they're going to find her. You guys...
Oh yeah, like when they're in the woods and whatnot.
Yeah, a bunch of you guys, I'm not saying who necessarily because I've met a couple, but a bunch of you guys try to twist canon in a way that makes it seem like your ship could actually work. And this isn't just Hermione. This is other things too. This is like, I'm not targeting you guys. I'm just talking about in general right now. But I also wanted to point out the fact that like in the Goblet of Fire, that moment, which was twisted by Hermione fans to make it seem like it was better than it actually was. But
so, the thing is, okay, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but ultimately you really can't go against canon no matter how hard you want to go against. And it's just before you jump to conclusions, and feeling all the hate, us, how like we're dumb, like we don't know what we're talking about, and everything else like that.
You should respect people's opinions and all that stupid shit. Like they're just like,
this is just our opinion. You can tell us to go fuck ourselves, but
you can tell us to go fuck ourselves, or you can like threaten to boil our blood, or basically Avada Kedavra our asses, or whatever you want to do exactly. But freedom's...
Before you ship a pairing, okay, but before you start shipping a pairing, at least get the facts straight. At least do that.
At least get the actual...
Fanfiction is one thing, but if you're going against the whole written material...
Just to make your fantasy... Just to make your fantasy a reality. At least...
Fanfiction is, as I said... Fanfiction, as I said, is one thing, but if you're going like on these polls to twist it, and it's not a story, then you need to get your facts straight.
Okay, just like...
Because that is where the Hermione haters come to play. Because you aren't using actual factual evidence to support your claims.
You're twisting canon scenarios to make it seem like it's better than it actually is. That's a problem I have with Hermione. But yeah.
Okay, I have nothing else. I really have nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say either. Just like closing arguments, don't even bother to bring up that supposed interview that Rowling did, because she never did that. I have heard, and I've been told by multiple people that I actually trust about this, that Hermione was originally intended, or Rowling did consider Fred and Hermione, which I don't mind at all, really. At least Fred didn't treat her like complete shit and insult her every 5 minutes. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you guys taking time out of your lives to watch this, and just so you know, Hermione lovers, if you see this, and if you just take into the fact, like, if you see this, and if you take time out of your day to comment, or watch, or anything like that, or dislike the video, we're just going to take pleasure in that, because we know we got to you. We know we got to you. And guess what? Negative reactions, every dislike, every other comment, or anything else, you are just fueling fire. We know we got to you. But we're not doing this to intentionally piss you off. We're just giving our own personal thoughts on the matter. But we're simply stating that, like, no matter how you react, negative, positive, dislike, like, or whatever, no matter what you do, we're going to get a reaction out of somebody. And, I hope that we, got a lot of you Harry Potter fans, thinking, because we're just trying to give our opinions, and like we're stating facts here, but I just hope that at the end of this video we can at least, like, not necessarily conform, but at least change some viewpoints.
Open your guys' eyes. We're trying to open your guys' eyes to this, like, horrible, toxic shit. It's Draco and Hermione. At the end of the day, it glorifies abusive relationships. That's like, it's like having a KKK member, like, getting together with a black woman because they go on the delusion that that they can change them somehow. That they would end up in an abusive relationship and think they would be fine with it because of a message. A really fucked up message. Right. But yeah, that's our
I think we should sign off now.
Yeah.
Let's sign off.
Yeah.